Disperse. Disperse. Tricky, close. Totally different meaning, but close in the pronunciation. What does it mean to collect? Well, collect means basically to take in, to control all the certain items that you may want to take. I will collect the papers from each one in the room. So I will gather together all the documents, all the papers in the room. I will collect the money that you owe for the ticket for the train this afternoon or something like that. I will collect all the money. Bring it all together to me. I will collect it. Collect, to bring together. A collection would be a collection of cards, a collection of books. Books that you have brought together, maybe in your room or in your house that you have, and you've collected over the years, brought them together. Distribute. Distribute. What is distribute? Kind of the opposite of collect. If I'm collecting, I'm taking it in. But if I'm distributing, I'm giving it out. I will distribute the papers, I will distribute the books to each student. Each student will get a book. I will distribute the books to each one of you. Distribute. To give out. To bring in, to give out. I'll collect the books today, and tomorrow I will redistribute the books to each one of you. I will collect all the books today, I'll bring them in here, and then tomorrow I will distribute them to you once again. I will redistribute the books. Gather. Again, it's to bring together. We will all gather in the classroom. Well, what does that mean? We will all come into the classroom and sit down. We will gather together and discuss the subject of English or whatever. Let us all gather together, come together, gather in the room. Gather up all the papers and take them away. Bring them all together and out the door. Combine. Right, again, it's to bring together. We will combine our effort. We will all join together in one effort to do something, whatever it happens to be. We will combine our efforts. We will bring all the work together and we will go forward as one. Disperse. Ooh. Disperse. To leave in all directions. There was a large crowd gathering in the city square. Over 400 people. The police were quite concerned that there may be trouble. So they went to the square and told the crowd to disperse. Go in every direction. Just leave. They dispersed. After the game was over, the crowd left the stadium and dispersed. Went in all different directions. This way, that way. They went home, they went to the store, they went there, they went there. They dispersed. They left in every different way. Disperse is a similar pronunciation, but it has a meaning, a different meaning. Whereas this talks about people leaving in all different directions. Disperse means to hand out, in many cases, dispersing money or funds for different expenses. I will disperse the funds at the end of the class. Each person will get 2,000 baht. I will disperse the money among you. That, by the way, that ain't going to happen. Just so you know. But it's just an example of, in English, some of the words can have a totally different meaning, yet be very, very close in pronunciation. Disperse and disperse. Burse and purse. Very tricky. Collection, distribute, gather, combine, disperse, and disperse. Any questions about the pronunciation there? Okay.
How is different meaning between share, to share,
Share,
and distribute?
share, and distribute. Well, I will share my dinner with you. That means there's the dinner. You can sit down, I'll sit down, you can eat it, I'll eat it. To distribute is to hand out all the items. I will distribute the food to all the different people. In a sense, you're sharing. I mean, I could keep part of the food and then say, I will share all this with you. And then I will distribute it by handing it out to each one of you. I'm sharing, it's my food. It's all my food, right? And I will share this food with you. I will give you food that I have, some of it. And how am I going to do it? I will distribute it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In a sense, you're sharing, I'm sharing it, but I'm distributing the food to each individual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm kind of sharing it. Or it can be things that I have, like if I was helping the poor people, the government gave me food. Not my food, it's the government's food. So then I would distribute pieces of it to each person. I'm not sharing it. It's not my food that I'm splitting up with you. It's things that I'm giving out individually. You could say, in a sense, I'm sharing it. Well, the government's sharing it with you, but that's not exactly the right way. It's distribute. Give out one at a time. Share, distribute, collection, gather, combine, disperse, and disperse. Any other questions? Okay, well, we'll do a few sentences with those words and see how we shape up. Okay, here we go. We'll try that. The teacher was asked to make an accurate count of the seats in the classroom to determine how many students could be comfortably seated. Did he say comfortably? No, he said comfortably. Yeah. There's a tendency to want to go confortable or comfortable. No, comfortably. Well, the teacher was asked to make an accurate count of the seats in the classroom to determine how many students could be comfortably seated. Okay, go ahead.
The teacher was asked to make an accurate count of the seats in the classroom to determine how many students could be comfortably seated.
Comfortably.